Good morning, Rad Rod Bikes. It's Odd Job reporting from the back 40. We have a nice stretch of weather here, and a few days here where we're only going to have highs in the 80s, low 80s, and the humidity is lifted. So we'll take it. All right, back into the back 40 here to see what's going on. It's been good bike riding weather too, by the way. So, the 50s Murray trike is just about ready to leave the building. I've extended my stay, as they say, on this one. So I did manage to grab the very worn and fatigued grips off of the strawberry shortcake trike. That was its contribution to this entire build. But worth it, because it fits the vibe, I think, of the whole trike. And I was able to get the tire repaired in the rear with Flex Seal. See if I can find the spot for you. Guess I've been rolling the trike around a little bit. So there's a little evidence in here of that spot, but it's held up well. Had the neighbor boy sitting on it, rolling it down the street a little bit. He's 4, so he's a little big for a trike, but I figure if it can handle him, it can handle some 2-year-old. So that's it. We are right down to the last nitty-gritty, the pedals. The original pedals are a very hard rubber. One of them was split nearly in half, and I was not able to save it. You notice too, there's a metal axle, sort of a insert in there, pipe, that allows it to spin a little more freely. So I picked up the shortcake thinking I could use the plastic pedals from there, but alas, this diameter is much wider than they used probably in the 60s and beyond, for sure in the 80s. So I found this pedal, and it's the wedge shaped, which is kind of cool, on eBay. $23, I believe it was, shipped and tax and everything, for a pair of these. I don't know if they were ever used. So let's call them NOS. And then in order to simulate the center axle, I bought some copper tubing last night, a foot of that at the hardware store. And that inserts into the pedal nicely. And then I'll use some grease and stuff on here to make it nice and smooth. But this guy will thread onto here and spin freely and work as a pedal option for the Murray trike build. So that's what's going on here in the back 40 this morning. Dr. T's favorite, the Murray brace shroud there coming off the headset. There are a few little fine things in here that I redid. I put a washer underneath there made of rubber and a lot of grease so that it turns smoothly. No clunks and cracks or chunks. The tire mounting was interesting, but that got mounted on nicely. And then, of course, the cartridge BMX bearings, which are inside of the axle there. And they work well. So generally, I'm very happy. I talked to the owner this morning, and he's going to pick it up tomorrow at noon. He was very pleased. So another project in the works out of the back 40. Got a couple things coming down the pike for the old Silver King. And just to finish her off, because we're getting down there. We're getting down to the last month or so here. I've got an end cap idea for the handlebars that I'm going to work on. And possibly one or two little things. But again, just kind of keeping it the bare, hot rod, belt-driven 1936 bike that it is. Alrighty. Well, with that, I bid you adieu and a good day. Rat on.